Summit of the Organization of Turkic States, which will take place in presidential residency Akorda. We keep broadcasting live from our studio in Astana, and today I'm joined by political observer Gaziz Abishev. We will discuss current state and perspectives of further development of the Organization of Turkic States and its role in modern geopolitics. Gaziz, thanks for joining us this afternoon.
Yeah.
Yes, so let me start from asking you what is on agenda of this particular summit.
Well, official agenda, of course, is economics, customs, transport, and other economical questions. But there are also some additional agenda. We know that last week there was a telephone call between President Tokayev and President Erdogan of Turkey, and President Erdogan actually said that those leaders should discuss situation in Gaza Strip, and probably he would try to convince his colleagues that they all together should condemn Israel on international arena.
Right, so we know that Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the president of Turkey, arrived to our capital yesterday, and he will also take part in today's summit. So I'm interested in how this Turkish vision on the unfolding crisis of Middle East will be incorporated, or will it be incorporated somehow in the discussions today?
There should be some hidden debates, of course, because we know that Kazakhstan strongly condemned terroristic attack on Israel and condemned the terrorism of Hamas. But he asked Israel to abstain from unproportional use of force. And at the same time, we know that Azerbaijan has a special relationship with Israel. Israel supplied some weapon to Azerbaijan during this military operation against Karabakh. So it's a complex, of course, situation. But I think that our leaders, including President Tokayev, Mirziyoyev, Aliyev, and others, are quite flexible. So there wouldn't be, any harsh debate. There would be some very flexible discussion, and they would find some unique formula of common position.
Yes, taking it all into account, what do you think this organization can evolve into?
Well, I'm not sure how would it evolve in the future, because you know that every country in the world tries to be in the orbit of several different treaties and organizations. For example, we know that United Kingdom is a part of NATO, part of Commonwealth. Previously, it was a part of European Union, etc. Kazakhstan is part of CSTO, Eurasian Union, has strong relationship with China, and also part of Turkic States organization. And every country tries to do that. For us, it's an additional organization that supports our sovereignty and territorial integrity, just in case. And also it helps us to establish a more effective economic cooperation with our brotherhood nations like Turkic States.
Yes, and we have Hungary as an observer in this Organization of Turkic States, and we know that Hungary is the member of European Union. So what does it mean for the organization, for its positioning?
Of course, that NATO and European Union is much more important for Hungary than the Turkic State organization. We need to admit that, because Hungary just in the middle of Europe and surrounded by European countries. So it's impossible. If you weight these two options, Hungary would always choose the European projects. But of course, for Hungary, it's nice to have this partnership organization, to have additional alternative opportunities to develop itself. In some sense, some experts says that Hungary is an agent of European Union in Central Asia, but we'll see.
So what can it mean? What could it mean by having Hungary in this organization?
Well, but Hungary is not still a member, and I'm not sure it wants to become a member. It wants, get all benefits without any obligations. So, and it's understandable. It's just like, I can give you one example. It's just like Uzbekistan. Uzbekistan is like observer in Eurasian Union, having all benefits from cooperation with Kazakhstan and Russia, but Uzbekistan didn't take any obligations. I mean,
right.
It
So
doesn't
what does
follow
this
rules.
status means then?
This status, as I said, no obligations, all benefits. It's very, I mean, very nice position to be in.
Another observing state is Turkmenistan, and today Turkmenistan will be represented in this summit by the chairman of People's Council of Turkmenistan, Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov.
Who is actually formally not a head of state yet.
The question I wanted to ask.
It looks like a hidden reverse political transit, meaning that when there was election and President Berdimuhamedov transferred the power to his son, it looked like we have a new leader in Turkmenistan. But now it seems like Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov still holds a true power in his hands, and he is true leader of this country. Probably so as well. So the one who decides came here to Astana.
Should be the matter of concern for us or for the members of this organization?
No, of course. If there is no competition between father and son, if they are still one single political power, it's not a problem at all.
And let me ask you, what will be the role of this organization today? What is the current role of this organization today, and what will be the role?
Yeah, you mean in international arena?
In international arena.
Well,
yes.
now, as I said, there are several organizations in the world according to the racial, religious, and ethnical identifications. You know, for example, we have this union between Britain, AUKUS, Britain, United States, and Australia. We have Arab League and this Organization of Arab States. We have this Latin American organization and others. So it means that these Slavians always speak about this Slavian brotherhood, like Russia, Belarus, and Ukraine in previous years. So it's something like that. We have the Organization of Turkic States because we are brotherhood. Our languages are similar. We have a same faith, same racial type, close racial type. So it's like additional organization playing a role on the international arena.
But can we say that this organization will somehow be an active part of the modern geopolitics, or be able to solve issues that are on agenda?
I'm not sure about that because, for example, Turkic direction for Turkey itself, which is the leader of this organization, I'm not sure it's paramount because, for example, Turkey is a member of NATO. Turkey wants to become a member of European Union. Turkey provides a pan-Islamic international policy and also neo-Ottoman international policy, meaning that that it tries to project power to a country around it. So, and Turkic state organization is just one of several projects. So.
Yes, and now we can see that the official welcoming ceremony and the start of the 10th anniversary summit of the Organization of Turkic States is about to happen, and we can see that the first leaders of the member states of this organization.
President Japarov of Kyrgyzstan, new strongman of Central Asia.
Yeah, new strongman of Central Asia.
Well,
do you think so?
As they say in Kyrgyzstan, I'm not sure about that. I don't live there, but experts say that he reconstructs the constitution and political system, and they call him, in a sense, strongman. But I don't have any hard feelings about that.
Can we agree with that?
Well, he changes the constitution. He builds a stronger, much stronger presidential system, and he applies some pressure to independent media. So we'll see. In previous years, of course, Kyrgyzstan probably was the strongest liberal democracy in the region, but right now they in the process of transformation, as I understand that.
Yes, right. And what can we say? What can we add to the perspective of Kazakh-Kyrgyz relations? So,
well, I don't think that
what will dominate our relations?
No, I don't think that there would be any problem in the future because, you know, in my personal opinion, that Kyrgyz are the closest people to closest nation, ethical group to Kazakhstan.
Yes, and as my colleagues say me now, the leader of Azerbaijan, Ilham Aliyev, is approaching the presidential residency, and Azerbaijan is, as I understand correctly, is one of the strategic partners of Kazakhstan as well on the within this organization and in general. So, what can we say about the development of our bilateral relations?
Well, I mean. You know that Mr. Aliyev, Mr. Tokayev, both former students of MGIMO, Moscow University of International Relations. So, I mean, they are same-minded people, very good, educated and well-educated people. So, and Azerbaijan, strong country, logistically very important to Kazakhstan because we are trying to send our oil and other goods through Baku port to Turkey. So I think Azerbaijan very strong partner. Some say, why now when Azerbaijan is whole again, wouldn't Azerbaijan join Eurasian projects like CSTO, Eurasian Union and others, but others I think it's not interesting to Azerbaijan. He has a special relationship with Kazakhstan, Moscow, Russia, and it's the same. He has all benefits of a strategic partner of this organization, but doesn't have any special obligations.
So, and what will be the role? Azerbaijan, Turkey, and Kazakhstan within the Organization of Turkic States, and taking into account all that contradiction that going on right now.
Obviously, we need to tell the truth that the strongest economy of this organization is Turkey, and Turkey is the goal of our trade routes from Central Asia to the Mediterranean Sea. So I mean, Azerbaijan is the point through which we should go if we want to send our oil and other goods. So, logistical role of Azerbaijan is very important here.
Mm-hmm. Right, and now we can see the president of Uzbekistan, Shavkat Mirziyoyev, will be also taking an active part in today's summit. So, if talking about Kazakh-Uzbek relations, so I think our two economies are like championing economies in Central Asia.
It's the most important relationship in Central Asia. Interesting stuff that Mr. Mirziyoyev also was visited by President of France, Macron, yesterday, and previously the Minister of Foreign Affairs of France actually said that the part of agenda of his visit to Uzbekistan is civil rights of population, and political rights of the population, human rights. Mm-hmm. They didn't mention this fact when Macron came to France, but mentioned this fact when Macron actually went to Uzbekistan, which means that French diplomats think that there are problems in Uzbekistan and there are no such problems in Kazakhstan whatsoever. Mm-hmm. So, well, interesting.
So, different focus
of the situation, yes, of course. And
yes, and if talk about Uzbekistan and Kazakhstan in general, I think Uzbekistan now demonstrating a very good economic growth. So, how will it define our relations, our cooperation, our integration processes within Central Asian region?
Well, I think that it is very important. Kazakhstan has more oil and others and more resources.
Natural resources,
yes,
right?
Yeah, and Kazakhstan has more better developed financial system and also more innovative. But still, Uzbeks are they have a lot of investment in a true real production, in refinery and etc. So together we can build this symbiosis of two economics.
And is it true that Uzbekistan today wanting to participate more actively on different integration processes with Kazakhstan and Europe, let's say China and some other global players?
It is true, but Uzbekistan is not in any rush to join such organizations. As I said, it's just like Azerbaijan. He has all benefits of special status of partner with Eurasian Union, but has no strong obligation here. So all goods can come from Uzbekistan to our common market, but Uzbekistan is able to make some barriers on the way of our own goods to Uzbekistan. So it's very flexible.
Is it really fair then?
Well, probably it would be more fair if Uzbekistan joined, but it's his sovereign right to do so.
Yes,
for
I
us
know.
also.
But then what is the future of that integration processes, that integrative policies we are initiating?
Well, probably
region?
in a sense, it's also beneficial for ourselves to have someone outside of Eurasian Union who is our close friends. I mean, Uzbekistan illustrates that independent international policy can be beneficial for national interests. So that's why.
And now we have
our
another
European guest.
Yes, another high-level guest. This is the Prime Minister of Hungary, Viktor Orban, and I will remind you again that Hungary has an observing status within the Organization of Turkic States. Again, what does it mean for the country like Hungary to be associated with this organization?
Well, I'm sure that the success of Hungarian economy mostly defined by its membership in European Union and close relationship with Russia. I mean, but it's just one additional argument, and I think that Mr. Orban can trade this relationship with Turkic states on European arena. For his own benefits, because he can say that I have an alternative route. If you need something from Turkic states, from Central Asia, I have a close connection back there. So it's a good.
So you're saying that he can bailing out
yes,
his position within.
It expands his international influence. So that's why. So. Who's coming next? Is it Mr. Arkadak Gurbanguly Berdimuhamedov? He's the last one.
I'm not quite sure right now, but
probably Mr. Erdogan, President of Turkey, but I'm not sure if he's here.
Yes, but while we are waiting, let me ask you one more question about Kazakh-Hungarian relations. So, what is important to know about these bilateral relations, and why is it so?
You know, it's interesting emotional argument that we have. We're in a sense our relatives, but but those tribes. Yes, but those tribes that came from Kazakhstan to Hungary, they came there. They actually came there 1,000 years ago, before even Kazakh Khanate were established. So I'm not sure.
Yes, and now we can see the President of Turkey, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, who arrived yesterday to the capital of Kazakhstan. We also broadcasted it on Silkway TV channel. So, yes, Recep Tayyip Erdogan, the President of Turkey, is, I think, one of the major leaders who participate and who will somehow influence the agenda of this organization. So, how the Turkish vision of geopolitics today will influence this organization and will influence the approaches to the member states.
Well, I'm sure that the position of Turkey would not force Kazakhstan and other states to apply strong pressure and
will it shape it
Israel.
somehow?
Yeah,
the agenda.
Well, probably there would be some common statement that we condemn unproportional use of force, but still Kazakhstan would say, and others also probably so, would say that we respect the right of Israel to support its security. So it would be double-sided statement, because the flexibility of our international politics is paramount here.
And I think our strategic partnership and friendship with Turkey as the brotherhood nation will keep defining the bilateral cooperation between Kazakhstan and Turkey.
It would, of course, because we all heard how last year President Erdogan several times actually said that Turkey is a strong guarantor of Kazakhstan's territorial integrity and sovereignty. It's very important. Different countries can say anything, but Turkey proved itself when it supported Azerbaijan in the war for Nagorno-Karabakh. It means it's a trusted partner who would support its friends. So.
And if we talk about Turkey as a global player today, right, as a rising global player and as a member of NATO on one side and the part of the Muslim world from the other, how do you see the future of Turkey as a global political player?
Well, I'm not sure that Turkey is ready to become a superpower or even power of the first or a great power like India, such an influential, but it's a strong middle power. I mean, strong regional leader. On the Middle East we have four strong countries. It's like Saudi Arabia, Israel, Iran, and Turkey, and those four players defines everything that is happening on the Middle East. Probably also Egypt, but Egypt are not involved so much in the business. So we'll see how Turkey would lead itself. You know that they say that in internal politics, internal policy of the Turkey, Erdogan considered a very conservative president.
Right.
And there is a strong opposition to him in big cities like Istanbul and Ankara. And we'll see what would happen in 5 years when Erdogan left. Probably there would be some new liberal pro-Western president. As I understand, Erdogan still suspects West that they tried to orchestrate a coup d'etat in 2016. But when new president came and if he is not a follower of President Erdogan, what would happen to Turkey? I'm not sure. Probably there would be some new project to join the European Union. We'll see.
We will see. And what can we say about the unfolding crisis and the role of Turkey in this global reshaping of powers?
Well, I'm not sure. You know that it's very situation is very delicate because the main ally of Israel is United States. United States is a leader of NATO bloc, and Turkey is a member of NATO, and of course Saudi Arabia, who is also another strong backer of Palestine, is also a ally of United States. And so, and Turkey and Saudi Arabia want to, apply some pressure to Israel, but United States tells them that please don't, because Israel is our friend. So, situation very, very delicate. If Turkey wanted to, declare war to Israel, it it's impossible. They would count all arguments and say that it's impossible.
Yes, these are very serious matters, and what is happening now is very concerning stuff. And we here, being in Kazakhstan, we just observe and wanting to promote the peace talks, peace negotiations. Is it even possible at this point?
Sorry, what exactly?
We as country peace-loving, peacekeeping country. We are always trying to promote peace talks, peace negotiations.
Yes.
Is it even possible in the conditions we have right now in the Middle East, for example?
I'm not sure. I'm not sure it's possible, because the main problem here is that both sides, Palestinians and Israeli, has a very strong cause here, meaning that Palestine has a strong ideology that it wants to establish its own independent state on the territory of Israel, because previous centuries Palestinians lived there. But also at the same time, Israelis say that it's a ancient land of our people, and we also already created our own state, and we wouldn't move out from this land. So it's impossible to, find a perfect solution here. And the problem here is that, for example, if United States said, okay, we wouldn't support Israel anymore, let's imagine this fairy tale, and Egypt, Saudi Arabia, Turkey, Iran and others decided to attack altogether Israel, we shouldn't forget that Israel is actually nuclear power and a nation that actually experienced a Holocaust genocide last century. So I'm sure that this weapon of last resort would be used if something like that happened. So Israel, it is impossible to defeat Israel, and also impossible to defeat the common forces of Arabs.
Now, let us be back to the live coverage from Astana. We can see the official ceremony of photographing with the leaders of member states of the Organization of Turkic Worlds. Now, I'm interested in how Kazakhstan will position itself within this organization and so-called Turkic Worlds. What this concept is about?
It's concept that we don't have any problems with Turkey and other Turkic states. We wouldn't start a trade, economic, or any other war against each other. So we're partners and can support each other on the international area.
Can we be positive about the future of this organization?
Oh yes, I'm sure. It would be quite effective in 21st century. Not like the only organization we're interested in, but still.
Thank you very much, Gaziz, for your time, for your answers. I think we had very interesting and productive conversation on the matters of global importance. Thank you very much for this. And I will remind you that I was joined today by Gaziz Abishev, political observer, who answered our questions regarding the agenda of 10th anniversary summit of the OTS in Astana. More news about Kazakhstan you can always watch on Silkway TV channel, so stay tuned and see you later.